So you can see when I run this program, I'm getting the same output. Blue is a word, woo is also a bird. And how it is coming? With this format specifier. You already know this parenthesis is a format specifier, right? So this dot format will going to print Macau dot species. Macau is what? An object. And this object, you can't directly access the variable, right? Uh, you can access it, but with the help of object, if you access it here with this Macau dot species, you can able to print it, right? With the help of this object. Let me show you without this, without object, whether it is working or what. Let's see this. So I'm just removing this Macau. I'm just using this species and I'm running it. See, it is giving error. Why it is giving error? Because when you create an object, okay, object holds the variable and value. This is your object. Object is holding both variable and its value. So if you directly access the variable, then it will give an error, right? That is the reason we access the element with the help of an object name. And that's why we are, when I'm we without I am object, when I'm trying to access this species, the class is unable to find it out. And see that what error they are giving. Name species is not defined because it is not in the object. But when you call it with this object name Macau, okay, let me take this Indian ring neck and copy it here. How you are going to call any object or variable? The name of object dot variable name. So you can see it is running smoothly, right? Means without any error. Because this object Macau and Indian ring neck, they are two object. Those two object will have a value. This one, blue 10, wo 15. This all value this object is holding. And with the help of this object, you can access any element. Now, do you understand this? Do you understand?
Yeah.
You can ask me a question if you unable to understand or if you are not understand that. Tejas, is it clear to you?
Yeah.
Like if I give you a question, write down class and object, will you able to do it? Or you need time to?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Ma'am, about you.
I cannot. Will you be able to explain me this with a different example?
Yeah, okay. So let's see some more example here. Again, I have declared one class, okay, bird I have created here. And inside that class, I have created multiple function. First is my constructor. In that, I'm using self. Again, I have created one function. You can think you can create multiple function. Okay, you can create multiple function here. Let me first run this and then I will explain you. Now, the thing I was here, you can see you created a class. In that class, you have a first default constructor. That default constructor is doing nothing except printing. Bird is ready. Next, again, you have declared one method. Who is this? That is also printing. And another function swim is also printing. Okay. Now, the next thing is I created another class penguin, and to that class I am passing bird. What is bird here? This bird is a class itself. You can see here I am passing this bird which is having the all the method. Okay, so I'm passing it here. Now here I am again using def in itself. One I created again a constructor here, and in that constructor I'm using this super dot init. This is an example of inheritance where I am inheriting the bird class. I am using the parent class bird, and here when you use this super dot init means why do we use this? See, here we have a init function. Here also we have a init function. Okay, it's very simple, not difficult. Both are having same function. So when you inherit the property of this class, when you use the whole class as a you use this whole class, inheriting means you are reusing this class on your own class. So how the compiler will know that whether you are talking about this init function or this init function, or compiler how it will distinguish between these two. So whenever you use this super keyword with this init function, compiler will come to know, okay, you are talking about the super class function. Super means your parent class. Always remember that uh, inheritance is one concept where you are using the like a class object and parent class, parent child relationship we follow. Parent child relationship means see, do you see this image? Okay, in this image, single inheritance. What do you mean by this single inheritance? You have a two class A and B, and this A class will be act as a parent class, B class will be act as a child class, and you will going to reuse the method variable of this A class to this B class. Okay, so this A class will be your what? Parent class, or you can say super class. B class will be your what? Child class, or you can say base class. Okay, so here this is parent class is also called super class, and you can say it as a uh, like child class will be your subclass, that is with yellow color. Now you can see this multi-level inheritance. In this multi-level inheritance, this is your parent class, B and C is your child class. B and C is your child class. Okay, it means that you are inheriting the property of A to B, and then you are inheriting the property of B to C. Inheriting the property is nothing but reusing the code method variable of B into C, just like we are doing here. You can see this is a class, and if you want to reuse it, how you can reuse? You just pass this bird whole class inside this another class. This is called your child class, and once you inherit it, this method, all this method will be accessible to this class also, whether it is a variable or method. This all method variable will be accessible to this class also. Now compiler will get not understand, compiler won't be understand this, that your talk means whether this, they will going to think it, why they have a two init function. When you inherit it, compiler will think why there is a two init function. So in order to make distinction, we use super keyword. So when you use this super keyword, compiler will understand, okay, you are talking about parent class init function. Okay, now similar thing, you have this who is this run function also there, right? Now you can see you have who is this and run function there also. But while creating an object, how you will create an object? Peggy is your object, equal to class name. What is the class name here? Penguin. Okay, you created an object of, always remember we create an object of child class in case of inheritance. So we create an object here, and with that object I am calling this three function. Who is this? Swim and run. So when you call who is this, what is printing? Bird is ready. Okay, wait a minute. Peggy, who is this? Swim and run. So here, okay, super keyword is bird is ready, penguin is ready. Okay, penguin and run faster. So when you call this super dot init function, the flow will go to this function. Okay, this one, and it will going to print this bird is ready. That is the reason it is printing first is bird is ready. Now you are calling Peggy dot who is this? Okay, Peggy dot swim. Sorry, Peggy dot who is this? So it will going to print this one. We have a two who is this, right? Bird and this one also. You can see this, but it will going to print this one. Why? Because you have created an object of this class. Okay. Now the next thing is you will going to call swim function. So with that swim function, it will going to print. Where is swim function? Do you have swim function here? No. Swim function is where? Here. So it will going to print this one. Now the third one is your run function. So is there any run function here? No. But here you have. So do you understand, like, is it reusing it? Means it will get access of all the function of parent class. And that is the reason it is printing it. So class and object means you create a class. Inside that class, you just think class is a collection of your function, method, variable, and with the help and how you can access it with the help of object. How you will create an object? Any name you can give it. This is a user define equal to name of the class. Whichever the class name you will going to assign with that object, whichever the class you will going to assign with that object, you will going to call this. Who is this? Swim run. Now do you understand this? Is it clear to you, both of you? Is it clear to you?
Yes, it's clear.
Ma'am, is it clear to you? I'm audible, right?
She isn't connected to audio. She can't hear.
Okay, I think there might be a network issue. Uh, okay, Tejas, ask me a doubt, okay, if anything is not clear. Are you
One
learning?
doubt I have.
Yes.
Yeah, so one doubt I have is like uh there were two functions, right? That who is this? Like
Yes, yes.
one was of the child class and one was of the parent class.
Hmm.
So when we call that who is this function,
Hmm.
of course the child class one will print, like penguin will
Correct.
print. But
Yes.
like what if I want to call that other one which was there in the parent class? So how will it, what is the code for that?
Yeah, this one,
How will I
this one
check?
only. Super dot init. You can call it 1 minute. Just type super dot who is this function
Okay, okay, got it.
and you run this. So super who is this will going to print. See, bird is there, right? You can see it is printing bird and penguin both. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
I told you this thing, like in order to access this, we create a super keyword. Okay. I think she dropped. Okay. Now you see this. This is one more example. We created a class computer. Inside that, I created three function. Init. Init is always be there. Okay. Like if even if you do not create, if you don't want to create any method, but init will always be there.
Yeah, yeah. I
Ma'am, can you hear me? I think she
She
haven't connected.
hasn't connected. Now she has.
Yeah.
My
Ma'am, can you?
system is hanging. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong. I had to restart.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know when you left it, but like, is it clear or shall I explain once again?
I'll watch the video and
Okay.
maybe in the next class I'll ask.
Okay. I just once again at this example I explain you. See, this is a class, and you will always have a one method that is default constructor will always be there. This constructor will going to be for self keyword. Okay. In order to take a reference to the variable, you will always have this method in that class. You can see with this self keyword, you are accessing this max price variable and you are initializing a value. So do you know why do we use constructor in Java or in C++ and Python? Constructor are used to initialize a value to the object or a variable. That is the reason we can directly. Now the question is, can't we initialize directly? You can initialize directly to the variable, but like when it will be an object and you want to take reference to that object or invoke to that object, then we need constructor. And that is the reason we use init function or init constructor. That is a default constructor in a Python. And with the help of self keyword, you will going to access the current class or current method variable. So here you assign a value 900 to the max price variable. Then you create one more method cell. In that cell, you can pass any number of argument. But if you don't pass anything, then you have to pass self, that is used to access the current class, or you can say the current method variable. And you can see with this dot format function, whatever value that you have declared it or you initialize it, that will be going to assign to this curly braces. The next thing is this set price is another function you declare it, and whatever the price that you will going to pass through this object will be going to reinitialize this self dot max price. You can see this. Okay, so now I created an object c is equal to computer. I will call c dot sell. So it will going to execute this method. It will going to print selling price, and in this curly braces it will going to assign 900. Next thing, I'm reassigning here. I'm changing the price of this variable max price to 1000. You can see, and then I'm calling again sell function. It will going to print 1000 here. Okay, let me run this and you can see it here also. So let me run this and show you. So this c dot cell will call this sell function. It will going to print 900. Then this c dot cell will going to call again to this function, and sell dot max price will be, okay, 1 minute. Okay, it's a cell. Yeah. So this will going to print again 900. Why it will going to print again 900? Because your current max price value is 900 only from here. Okay. Now, and you are after that, when you will going to c dot set max price. Set max price means what? This one. So it will going to change the max price variable with this price value that you are passing here. So this 1000 will be going to copy here. This 1000 will be assigned to this variable. Now the max price variable will become what? 1000. So when you call this function against this cell with the help of object c, what it will going to print? It will going to print selling price. In the curly braces, it will going to print 1000. So it's very easy. It's like a function calling. If you remember, I explain you how you can call function. If you remember that, do you remember that? How to call function, how to invoke function, how to initialize a value.
Yes.
Ma'am, do you understand this?
I don't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay, just have a look on this. I'm sharing you this code right now with other also. Have a look on this code. It's very easy, not difficult. If you're still unable to understand, in the next class I will explain you class and object. And probably this week I will take Saturday Sunday classes also. If you don't mind, can you connect it?
Sure,
Means
of course.
I will cover by this week your syllabus. We have only 3-4 module left, so it will get completed.
Okay.
Okay, but I will suggest you have a practice on this code. There are a lot of things to cover. This is not only 3 programs in class and object, many things to cover. So the next class will be also based on this class and object. And
Will
Tejas,
you
yeah,
be
sorry.
able to send this recording by tonight?
Yeah, I will send it by tonight.
Okay.
And Tejas, please try to join at 4, because you join at 4:30. So I have to cover it in a soon. So if you can, if is it possible to join before?
I'll try because like I have other classes. That's why like I take rest for 15 minutes after my class, then I join. But I'll try.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Just for next class, you try it. Just for the
Okay,
next
okay.
class. After that, even if you join 10 minutes, I can manage it. But next class, I have to cover the whole class concept. So please join it. Okay.
Yeah, I'll join at 4.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So I will upload this. Please have a look on this code. Okay? And let me know. Okay, if you stuck somewhere, if anything is not clear.